Glad you're with us. My name is Jeff Hoffpauir, and voters across the state go to the polls on Saturday. KTBS 3 wants to give you a chance to hear from the candidates. Now, this is something we've been doing for the past several weeks, so let me emphasize, though, this is not a debate. Our goal tonight is to give candidates a chance to share their views on some key issues. We hope their answers will help you decide who gets your vote. Tonight, we focus on Louisiana House District 7 and the BESE board in District 4. And we'll start with the race for BESE Board 4. All three candidates in that race, Paige Hoffpauir, she's on the far end there, Stacy Mellerine, closest to me, and Emma Shepard, right in the middle. They are all here with us tonight, so thank you all for being here. We do appreciate it. As I mentioned, this is not a debate, but a forum, and I'll present a question. Each candidate will have 30 seconds to answer. And to the candidates, do not interrupt, please, or direct your answers to other candidates. Remember, our goal is to allow each candidate to share their view. So we start now with question number 1. Describe to potential voters what you consider to be the main responsibilities of the BESE board and why you are uniquely qualified to carry out those responsibilities.
Thank you, Jeff. The BESE board is an administrative body that basically governs over 750,000 children in the state of Louisiana. The school districts, it maintains an accountability system. It approves policies that will directly affect the curriculums and things that our children learn. It interprets a lot of data and tests and things like that to see where are the high needs in our areas, what do we need to do to manage the budget and oversight in those areas to make sure they have what they need to succeed.
All right, very good. Thank you, Paige. We'll move on to our second question now tonight, and it reads as follows. Louisiana's education system seems to be the target of constant criticism, much of it seemingly well-deserved. Louisiana seems to always rank near the bottom of educational ratings, so do you feel that's real or simply perception? If you do believe that criticism to be on target, how do you plan to change it?
Well, sadly, we can see the effects on the streets that it is true, but data to back it up, over 40% of our public schools have been identified as needing improvement. We've got 50% of the kids in kindergarten through third grade are just barely scored on or above benchmark. Our ACT levels going down, but sadly, 6% of graduates on a career path are earning advanced industry credentials fully aligned with high demand wage jobs, meaning only 6% are ready to go into the workforce after graduation, and 42% of Louisiana public high schools, then when they're on the college bound, they actually only 42% last through the first year of college.
All right, thank you, Paige. We appreciate that. We are back to continue our look at the BESE Board District 4 race in this year's elections with candidates Stacy Mellerine, Paige Hoffpauir, and Emma Shepard. We begin with question number 3, and this is everybody's favorite topic, money. Education and money seem to be inextricably linked. During the last legislative session, teachers did not receive the pay bump they wanted. Rather, they received a one-time stipend. So how important is it to start moving teacher salaries up the scale? And why has it been so hard to achieve in the past? And question number 3, we start with Paige Hoffpauir. Paige, you have 30 seconds to answer, starting now.
Well, Jeff, Louisiana loses about half of their teachers in the first 5 years. I believe that is for several reasons. We've got to recruit bright teachers out of high school. We've got to draw people into this field and make it a professional field where we pay good benefits, we give them a good pay, we bring up cost of living standards to the retired teachers. They're very important. These people have been on the front line caring for our kids, and we need to take care of them like we would veterans.
Move on to our next question now. It is question number 4. It reads as follows. Standardized tests. How do they fit into graduation requirements for high school seniors in Louisiana? Is an appeals process part of the equation for students who fail to meet minimum scores on those standardized tests? And should it be?
Well, of course, we cannot lower our standards. That's not how we get better. But we do need to have aptitude tests. We do need to catch these children before they get to graduating high school seniors to realize they can't read and write or count change. So So we've got to change the school system in a very dramatic way to make lifelong learners out of all these children. These are our most valued resources. These are how our towns grow and how we retain our children in the state of Louisiana. We must find a way to keep them and grow them into God's best for them.
All right, thank you, Paige. We appreciate that. Now, question number 5 is about safety. Safety on school campuses has become a much publicized issue across the country. There have been far too many incidents of mass shootings. How concerning is this in Louisiana? What would be the most effective method to harden campuses to dissuade those who would perpetrate evil on Louisiana students?
Well, Jeff, community is a real safe envelope of multi-layered protections of our children. So in terms of the campuses, we can have monitoring systems. There's some really high-tech security systems that can be streamlined to the police in times of emergency. We've got to raise up police officers in this place. Crime is very high, and we don't have many. But with parents being involved, with kids having a moral compass because they can begin to take elective to learn about God, these are the root cause of disintegration in our society, and we've got to address those things if we want crime to come down as well.
All right, Paige, thank you very much.